I got rich of these got bro call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. My thing I'm cheating, I'm just 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. His team coming in off their first loss of the season back in Week 3. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, it's D'Amico Ryan. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Houston. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. First carry for Joe Mixon. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 118.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Quandre Diggs, there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action with Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he will score. Take down. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Now, Amy Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back, and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
That's interference. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 42.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. He's got a man here. That's Manor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a handoff to Pollard. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now a 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 22-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. Got his man at the 6. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Pollard. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Lightning, 18. 70 Lions.
Spears. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here.
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown Titans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready now for their 2nd drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On play action. Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Dell, the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Oh, 18.
Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready. Here we go.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey. Not moving right there. Steady.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Ward. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Texans offense back onto the field for their possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here we go. He'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to over. So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins. They get 20 on the connection. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And he will score! Nico Collins! Touchdown, Texans!
Really nice job there by... receiver understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
So that challenge, a successful one. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from Houston coming up in a moment. They'll go big, 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's DK. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Off play action, it's Ward. His pass, caught. It's Chigokonkwo. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Now, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
20-yard pickup there. 1st down for Tennessee.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That is Kalen Bullock, the former USC Trojan. He comes in from the secondary to bring the quarterback down. 15. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Again, it's Pollard. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
He was brought down by Kalen Bullock. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Tennessee.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Catch made, right side by Ileman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get into the end zone. Tajay Spears. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. Work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? You pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on.
Now Pollard. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
On play action, it's Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Titan first down.
Let's go. Go.
Play action. Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one hung by Ioman. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. Third and long.
Ready? Count all 80.
Here's Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Here comes Smith on the return. The Texans offense ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle's made at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. And they'll have across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second down. Stroud. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he covers some ground on the return as well. 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Ward. That's complete to lock it outright. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Brings up second and 3 at the
Throwing,
37.
Ward. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. To throw is Ward. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance. Does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the Washington defense that comes up with the big play here. Jaden Daniels, little loose with the football. This one gets intercepted, and it's going to go back all the way for a pick-6 touchdown. From there, let's go out to Dublin, Ireland, the NFL's first ever regular season game in Ireland. The Vikings and the Steelers have the honors. And it's Aaron Rodgers looking good. He'll locate Calvin Austin. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This will wind up a touchdown. The Cardinals get back to 500, 2 up, 2 down as they get the victory at home. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
Second and 6.
Now it's Ward. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
There's Okonkwo open left side. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70. Big. Ready?
Pollard. Finding space inside the 40. Wanarani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 37 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
19, 18.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So
he is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Texans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Schultz, the motion man. On play action. Stroud to the left side. Caught by Schultz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Stroud. He's got Dell for that one. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 9.
37-yard line.
Stroud to throw. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra points, and the Texans move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Go! Back all 80. Steady.
Off play action, it's Ward. Exiting the pocket right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Ward. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go next.
From the gun, here's Ward. And that is incomplete.
That's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The Texans offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through, shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's over the middle and caught right down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Texans 1st down.
Throwing is Stroud. That's caught right side. The tight end Schultz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drive routes can be very, very effective.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Houston Texans.
Now Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Take down. Touchdown, Houston. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's DK. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, go!
On the handoff, Pollard. He'll get this ahead for about 3. It's Shaquille Griffin in on the stop. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down after a gain of 7. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Check the Eagles!
On 2nd down, here's Ward. Now a screen, here's Pollard. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Ward. And he can't hang on. through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Ward. Moving left, and he'll avoid the contact. Sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be third down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Ward to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. To the air again, Ward. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Then Jefferson. Touchdown, Titans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On quick throw right side, and he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. This returnable from the 4. Yeah! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down.
Tony.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And there's defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Taken down back
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they...
Well, this drive is over before it can start. Swallowed up to force 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That's taken in at the 50. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
And the Titans, 1st down.
Lightning, 18, go!
On play action, it's Ward. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
To throw is Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Running here, it's Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Here's Spears. And he's in! AGA Spears. Touchdown, Tennessee. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now it's Ward. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field and try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Oh, ready?
A run here with Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Stick up.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Ward, out quickly, it's Ridley. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Ready, ready.
Back to throw is Ward. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Go.
Throwing is Ward. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. They do that. I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
36-yard line.
Come on, check. Lightning, 18.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. This one finds Lockett down the left side. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one online, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
we go. At 18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The defense trying to come up with a stop on third down and 9. They'll drop to throw. This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Oh, ready.
The tight end motioning left here. Here's Mixon. Has some room inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On the return, here's DK. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap for Wolf.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. And it's caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 11. On the play. And the Titans first down.
Play action. Ward. Into the hands of Lockett. Complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Pollard. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the full.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
A return now from the full. And a They'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll clock it there with 10 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
All right.
Back to throw. Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's down. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.